Welcome to Life Equals Opportunity. I am, as always, your host, and today I want to share something personal, something raw. A poem I've written about pain, about survival, about transformation. This story is my story. This is my truth. This is both of the broken and reborn. I was born into silence, not the peaceful kind, the kind that crushes, suffocates, strangles, the kind that echoes between four walls, where the screams have no sound, where the hands that should protect you only ever take. There were monsters in places where laughter should have lived. Monsters who knew my name, who walked my halls, who stole my skin and left their ghosts behind. 9 in the house, 9, and yet I was alone. I would speak, but the walls answered first. A month could pass, and I was nothing, less than air, less than dust. So I learned to shrink, to vanish, to make myself small. I learned that promises break like bones, that love is a door with no handle, that trust is another word for waiting to fall. But once, just once, there was fire. 3rd year basketball tournament, a ball in my hands, a team on my shoulders, and for the first time I mattered. I ran, I fought, I soared, dragged a team that was never meant to rise all the way to the semi-finals. For the 4 best in the country, a miracle, a victory, a fleeting moment of light, and then darkness. Because after that, I fell hard, and I never stopped falling. I was a soldier in a war I never enlisted for, a warrior with no home, fighting battles with bottles and powders, searching for silence in smoke, for meaning in mayhem. I lived like a king and a beggar. I drank in Dubai, bled in Canada, and burned in the Dominican sun. Throws in the gutters of America, high rise and back alleys, suits and scars, the best of both worlds, but I belonged to neither. The fights were countless, knuckles torn, ribs cracked, but none of it hurt, not as much as the war inside. Then one day I walked into a room. Feet heavy, soul shattered, ready for nothing, expecting less. But then, welcome home, the 3 words, like steel through my armour. We will love you till you love yourself, and something inside me cracked. I clung to hope like a drowning man, white knuckling the edges of recovery. 1 step forward, 2 steps lost. But still I walked. 2 years in, a guardian found me, 4 paws, a steady heart, money moo, my shield against the dark, the one soul who never turned away. Through relapse, through reckoning, through nights where the demons whispered, we stood together, stronger than the storm. And then something shifted, not in the world, but in me. The fight became a purpose, the pain became a path. Now, I stand, I speak, I build, I carve a legacy from the wreckage. A podcast that reaches ears across the sea, a program that lifts the fallen, a voice that echoes where silence once reigned. I rise, Not as a man who survived, but as a warrior reborn, an oath keeper, a wayfinder, no longer lost, no longer alone. I am the storm now, I am the fire, I am the unbreakable, the unyielding, the unstoppable. And that, daywalkers, creatures of the night, and my warriors, is how I became L.E.O. Lothbrok. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you really enjoyed it. I'm going to leave you with that, and I'll just send you out with this little outro. Peace.